Lafia. Blessed full moon. Full moon. I welcome you. I guess we could call this the power of you, the full moon. Celebration of the full moon. A very powerful time for us. Trying to see if I'm on. Yes, I am on. One to my full moon celebration. Asking you to tap in. We are going to gather together as we do. I used to have these full moon events a few years ago. And Spirit just said today, let's go with this full moon in Aries, which is a very powerful, powerful. Yes. Is Ogun, is the energy, is the force. This is a very forceful energy for the moon. This is a time that we're going to be asked, and the universe is going to support us. The universe never asks. It just supports us in the things that we want. The moon supports us. The universe always supports us as to what it is that we want to do. What is it that we are willing to reflect on? What it is that we are willing to drink from that fountain. So this moon, it's welcoming us to be bold, to be brave. And for those of us that have been on my Egbe New Moon celebrations, we were giving insight as to how Egbe, our divine partners our twin spirits in heaven and in the astral plane, when we were born of one, and then we split into two, and that other two is what our Egbe is. We made contracts. We made agreements that we will meet them on earth. And so Egbe right now, from what we spoke on the new moon 2 weeks ago, Egbe is opening us to find valor, strength. And here we are in the full moon. The full moon in Aries is Ogun living with Yemonja, because Yemonja affects and effects the moon. So that means that the waters of you are churning in. This is a time for you to be brave and to be bold. And the question you're asked, are you willing to take calculated risk that will lead you to great opportunities? Are you willing to take calculated risks to lead you to great opportunities? So this moon here, this the full moon is letting you know that you got the power, because the universe is supplying it. It's already there. You don't have to find anything. So this moon is actually saying, if you ever wanted to change something, this is the time. Be it relationships, things about yourself, challenges that you've had, struggles that you've had, be it your emotions, be it friendships, be it jobs, as I said, relationships, marriage, love, all of it is, this is the time, if you ever wanted to change something that has been the shadow of the positive Aries, of the positive moon with Ogun, is you may feel anger, frustration, and aggressiveness during this time. That's the negative side of it. Take that aggressive frustration and anger and be bold and make radical change, because Ogun is the energy, Aries is the energy that when Ogun comes on earth, or when you start any enterprise, you start with a knife, you start with a machete, you start with a plan. But you need to know what location. You can just start chopping down anybody's place that has a tree. So if you have a plan, meaning that you got the land, it's full of trees, and you want to build a house, you got to be strategic, and you have to make the commitment that you're going to do whatever is necessary because you see the vision. You see the vision of the house, and it's going to take work and commitment. So you know that you got your plans, you got your implements, you got your tools, you got your machete, you got your bulldozer, you got your electric saw, all of the things that you need, and the plan is the direction where you're going. You still have the house in mind that you're going to build, so you got to start chopping down and moving. So this moon in Aries is saying that you are being supported in anything that you want to build. Chop down anything that makes you feel that it's not yours to have, or that you have to be aggressive to get it. The universe is supporting us. This full moon is supporting that idea that anything that I want, all I have to do is open up the faucet and get it. So the moon is got a big faucet opened up. So tonight, before we go into doing what when I started this years ago, of doing the fill 'em up rituals on the full moon, before you open the tap and say fill 'em up with your pocketbook, be clear as to what it is that you really, really want. Not out of anger, not frustration, not desperation. That is a big one. No desperation. I got to get it now because I need it now. And this moon is going to make us very, very emotional. There are things that are going to affect you that people may say or do that you have to look at yourself and say, wow, that's really how you feel? Well, it is okay if they feel like that. Or is this what I got to do? If that's what's required, that's what's required. So it's for you to just take it and say, thank you. Thank you, Aries. Thank you, Ogun, for giving me the vision and the tools and the implements and the blueprint so that I can build what it is I want. So as we go into this full moon, whatever you started in the new moon and you've made plans, and if you didn't, that's fine. Because we are going to give you an opportunity for you to write down exactly how is it that you're going to speak to the moon that you will be able to get the strength. Recommendation, get a red candle. I have a red candle, which is the energy of Ogun, to give you that courage, that boldness to go in there and do it like no one has done before. That's it. Do the Superman, the Superwoman thing. And in doing so, it's not with aggression, it is with commitment, and is with strategy, and is how you're going to, Ogun and Oshosi, going to take the arrow and aim it and know exactly where to hit that mark. Boom. Right. So in it, it's saying that if you ever wanted to change something, this is the time. And it's something everyone here, because we are living under this particular moon, building up to this, you have had to ask yourself, how can I be bold enough? How can I take action? How can I do this thing without hurting anyone, or without a complicating thing, or compensating? And that, use your voice. That's your power. This is your time. It's all coming up because this is the time that the universe, the moon, will support you. So whatever it is that you've been feeling that has been kind of like combobulated because of the intensity of Aries moon, of this full moon, it's fine. Because it's doing that to churn the waters. That's like Yemonja is the moon, right? Asupa. She is aligned with the moon. Every 28 a day, a woman changes her cycle. Every full moon, it's where all of the things that we have asked for is at its peak. And these are the gifts that the moon gives us. This is the gifts that the energy of Yemonja, of the blue sky and the blue water, that gives us the opportunity to go on and pick it. So it's yours. You have done the work. But Ogun is saying, I'm going to churn up the water a little bit to see if, in fact, you're going to be scared in the boat that I got for you to get out in that water and hold up and say, give it to me. You have earned it if you're alive and you're here. So this is a time that wherever we are, in our homes, politically, in this world, wherever it is that we're living right now, things are in that moon where it seems like aggression and fighting and distraction and making you feel like, oh, the leaders can't come to a decision. And the decisions that are made is just in aggression and you're getting afraid. No. The moon will support you. The universe is supporting you. God in its magnificence is letting you know, if you show up, you will be fine. But you have to take action. And so sometimes we're waiting for someone else to be the leader, or someone else to tell you what to do. Are you just sitting and chilling and fanning? This is a time that the fanning is to cool you down for not being aggressive, but it's not to become complacent. This is a time for action. Ogun, when you take a piece of iron and you leave it on the ground and you don't use it, it becomes rusty. So that's why in Ogun, for those of you who have knowledge of this faith, you know Ogun, you always got to keep him oiled. You got to keep a machine oiled so that the iron, when it rubs, it makes the electricity to create life. So this is your time now to be bold, do something, take some action in your life. If you ever wanted to change things, the way you're looking at the world, the things that are being said about what's happening, know that. Take action right now. Whichever way that you feel, whatever way that you feel that the action will serve your life and the greater good. Because we're all connected to the moon. And we're all going to meet the waning of the moon and again the rising of the moon. So this moon is saying, you got it. You got what is required, but take some kind of action. Not anger, not going out there and doing things that could put you at risk, put your life at risk, put your children at risk. Do something that you know it's going to come together. If it's coming together as a group, if it's coming together in your school, if it's coming together in a family, if it's coming together to organize, whatever it is to unify you in understanding that whatever is going on in the universe is going to happen. How it's going to change is how you look at the perspective and the perception of what is happening. So the universe is with you. So get your red candle, do your meditations during this full moon today and tomorrow. And tonight at 11, I think it's 11:35 is when the moon is going to be full. So we are going to ask you to get a pencil and paper and write it down, or a pen and paper to write down exactly how is it that you want to release. What is it that you want to release? What are the things that you know no longer serves you, but what it is that distracts you from recognizing that you're a warrior. You got Ogun, and Ogun is living with Oshun, with Yemonja. And so with those energies and with Olokun, and so the cycle of the moon coming back to give you your rewards. So if ever you want to change something, this is the time. Aries full moon is all about stepping into your power. Are you committed to be strong? Because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, right? And it's beginning. It's where life is created. It's the action that is required to birth. So it's saying to us, be clear of what you want. The thing that is bothering you, bugging you, and challenging you, that's the Osobo or the Ayewo or the dark side of this moon. This is not the time to say it's somebody else's fault, or it's because of that I can't do it, or this is what they're doing. No, this is about you claiming you. It's about being a warrior with integrity. This is a time to be by yourself so you can walk through the fire, the challenge, and know that you will feel your true power after the fire dies out. After this moon phase, you're going to see everything is going to kind of shift into wherever it is that the new moon is going to create it in 2 weeks. And then the full moon again is going to come up and give us another pocketbook full of blessings. This is on this new moon. Whatever affirmations you made on the new moon or the intentions that you set, this is the time that you will require to test and check if you have the fuel to remove the fear that has stopped you in grabbing and realizing those intentions. So let's say, for instance, you had an affirmation that this is the time that whatever it is, I will find the courage, and I would find a partner, because I think the new moon, the full moon was in Virgo the last time. I will find a plan. I will be very clear as to what it is that I want unapologetically. I'm going to be planting some things, because it's an earth sign. I'm planting some things that I wanted to happen for me. Look at wherever you are 2 weeks ago when you were doing the new moon, and you recognize, or where the full moon was last month. And so we're asking you, we're saying that if you had set your intentions very clearly, that I know that I am ready and I'm clear. This full moon is saying, you sure? You got to man up. You got to balls up. You got to get to the level of saying, I know that at the end of this fear that I have right now is not real. Whatever's going on around you that make you feel afraid. I remember last night I went down the rabbit hole looking at all of these things that were saying what's happening in the communities. They're taking people and grabbing them and shoving them in tanks, and they're all kinds of, and I was in a minute there, I was like, oh my God. And I realized, whoa, this is the Aries full moon. So everything is going to be extra. Extra. So you recognize that, okay, I'm speaking science here. I'm speaking science. So whoever feels that they're in control of everything that's happening, if it's not in nature, it's not going to last. It has its building time, it's being there, and then it's time to rest. And some other aspect of evolution will come up, and then we'll be a part of that. So we are all in the rhythm of life. We're always building, going down, emptying, building, emptying, building, emptying. So right now we are at the full. We have enough to support us. And knowing that we have it within, and how to do is by going within with your meditation. Do not allow fear to make you feel that this is bigger than you. Be bold. Make radical changes. Your emotions may feel on high right now. This is a time to correct yourself with love. You can say, oh wow, I've been doing this and it's not serving me good anymore. And you'll be like, okay, but if I take an action, I might hurt somebody. I might offend somebody. Because that's the strength of the way that we've been flowing. We've been just flowing like, yeah, I'm there for you. But now you may have to make a decision that you may have to say you got to do it by yourself. Everybody got Aries. Everybody got the moon sign. Everybody got the moon over us. So the universe is going to give us that ability to not only discern, but to act so gracefully. So have your crystals to help you, to support you this night. Have your fire. Have your water to drink to make sure that you're hydrating, which I need to do. And I have a bowl of water with me that represents the moon. Represents the moon that is full of water. And so this bowl represents, for me, the fire is here giving me the strength and the courage to understand and to align with this water. To align with the moon. Because the moon, the only thing that that can happen to the fire is the water can go out of it. It can, it could put it out. Because fire can't put out water. Water has to put out. So that's why right now is the time for you to be aggressive. Because the moon is working with you. It's not going to drown you out. It's not going to blot you out. So during this time, if you have a negative thought that is holding you and saying, oh, I don't want to do that right now. I don't know if this is the time for me to speak my truth. Because it may be my teacher that I got to speak to. I don't know how they're going to take it. Or it could be my boss. It could be my employee. I don't know if I want to take it. It's my partner. I don't know if they're ready for it. Because the last time we said we did this, it ended up in a big argument. This is the time for you to find a place to know that you have the power to make it be exactly how you want it to be. for the other person, the other situation to meet you just where you are. If the intention is based on knowing that this is the time to do it, shift the energy of fear into balance, into being a water that will take any shape. And so this is a very powerful time for us to do meditations with water. And the energy and the source that can ground us and connect us to the thing that we want to do is to your ancestors. This is the month of October where we do the celebrations for Egun and Egungun. This is the time that we bring out our ancestors, we feed our ancestors, we go and clean off their tombs, go clean off the graveyards, put flowers on them. This is the time to go and make that reconnection. So call on that as your strength, and knowing that our ancestors, your ancestors have been through situations like this. Call on your ancestors during this full moon and this Aries moon. It says, I know my ancestors were warriors, and I'm going to stand on their shoulders, and I'm going to ask them to give me that strength. But first, thank them for the strength that they have given you already. So thank the ancestors for the strength that they have given to you already, that gives you the ability to recognize that I can speak my truth to this other person or this other situation or the things that I'm thinking, because my ancestors got my back. They got my back. So you want to light a candle at your ancestors tonight when you're doing your fill 'em up, when you're doing your writing down what it is that you want. Light a candle to your ancestors. And for the next 7 days, you are thanking them for the strength, thanking them for the power, thanking them for releasing, and let you realize that the anger and aggressiveness is not yours to do. They already fought for you. So you have the right to just walk into their blessing. Work with the ancestors during this time, during this full moon. Be aggressive with them, give them food, give them light, give them prayers, give them affirmation, give them thank you. Every day, put something for your ancestors to give you the fuel, to give you that connection when you go to your altar and you go to your sacred space that you've created, that you call on those spirits that you know were warriors. Call on Big Mama, call on Big Daddy, and say, this is what I'm going through. I got to face my boss, and I need y'all to be with me or go in there before I get there, so that when I speak to him or to her, they're going to say, oh, wow, I was expecting you to come yesterday because we have a new position for you. Whoa, that's ancestral power. Set your ancestors on it. Send your ancestors to whatever it is that you're going to do. State it. Give them that food. And every time you go to take away the other food that you had yesterday and you put the new food, that's a new intention. That's a new connection that you make it. Intensify your ancestral presence this week, this full moon. Be like Ogun. Cut down any things that you have that's been stopping you from being clear. So whenever you have a negative thought or a negative impression during this time with this full moon, the first thing you want to do is reflect what it is that's challenging your soul right now. What is it that's challenging you? Is it anger? Is it fear? Is it feeling insecure? Is it feeling complacency? Is it indecision? So you want to first, there are 3 or 4 R's. Reflect. Reflect what's challenging you now. The next is release. The thought, the thing, the challenge, release it before it becomes toxic. Because in this full moon, you know, it is a release. So whatever the challenge is, you reflect on it, then you release it. I let it go to the moon. I let it go to my ancestors. And so you reflect, you release, then you reset. And you're going to reset yourself mentally and emotionally. So once you release it, you say, okay, that's there. How am I going to recalibrate this? Okay, I thank the universe for the opportunity for me to go and speak to my boss, to speak to whoever it is, to take on this new job, to start on my little entrepreneurship. Thank you for this opportunity that I had to get rock bottom to get to this place. So you're resetting yourself already with the expectation. So what you reflect on it, you release it. You said, okay, that's what's happening. I got to release it. This is the full moon. And then you reset. Now I am ready. And how you reset it is emotionally and spiritually by doing the celebration that you're doing, the connection to your ancestors. And the next R that you're doing is you're going to rest. Rest in the moment and recognize it is done. That you are not being tormented by the past or anxious about the future. So you're not going to say, well, I hope that what I'm doing is going to work. And I hope when I go talk to the boss, he's going to give it to me, or she's going to give it to me. Or if I started my entrepreneurship, I hope that it does. I hope this works. No, you're going to go in just knowing. When you reflect on it, you release it, you reset it with an agreement that you make with yourself and your spirits and the moon. And then you rest. And you rest on it. Not rest with anxiousness, just rest, it says. Thank you. Thank you. So this night, you want to write down exactly what is it that you're going to be resting about. I am resting on the fact that I know that this position that I'm going to ask for, it's mine. And this position that I have now has brought me to this point, and I am grateful for it. I'm grateful for all of the challenges. I'm grateful for the things that have made me come to this point of feeling that I wasn't strong. And just rest on that. So tonight, you're going to take your time. You're going to write down the things that you know you want to grab from the full moon. When you say, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up, you take your pocketbook. You take your wallet. You take your suitcase. I had on there that you can put your wheelbarrow. Whatever it is that you know that you want your blessings to come, your finance, your new position, the things that you took the drastic change, that's what you're going to open up, because you're releasing all the traumas that can keep you stuck. So your willingness to take calculated risk will lead you to great opportunities. So take that calculated risk, and the risk that you're taking is that you're going to do it bravely. But the beautiful thing about this is that you're not making a risk, you're making an agreement with the moon, with yourself, with your voice, and with your ancestors. For the next 7 days, just put yourself in that. Tonight and tomorrow, hold your pocketbook up and say, fill them up with the perfect job, the perfect scenario, the perfect relationship with me and my partner, the perfect relationship with me and my children. Thank you. Fill it up. I'm ready to release. I'm ready to receive all of those blessings. And that's what we're going to hold up. That is what we're going to do for the new full moon. So I'm going to open up. And if you have any questions you want to ask or anything you want to say, let's have a communication. If there's someone who had a challenge and this has helped, you can say, this has helped me, or you can ask for advice or insight on it, because it's 30 minutes that we've been here. Yeah, so we have like 5 minutes that I could take anyone who wanted to say something. So I see out here my friends who have been following me over the years. Allison, Joseph. Yes. I remember you from back in the day when I was doing fill-em-ups. I see Mariam. I see a lot of people out here. I see my friends, Carla, Mahogany, the chemist, Olivia Smith, all my friends, Epiphany, Keisha Gordon, Mariam. So if you have anything that you wanted to ask or to say, just put it in the chat. Aleida, hey Aleida, how are you? From Panama, mi amiga. Aleida says, this helped me a lot. Thank you, Yeyefini from Panama. Yes, Aleida is a Reiki master from Panama, my friend. Yes, we have Allison is saying, thank you, Yeyefini. I saw how the ancestors have been working. Yes, honey, they're working. Stay focused. Take action. If you feel like you need to march, if you feel like you need to make sandwiches for those who are marching, if you feel that you need to work on the things that's happening in your community, write them down and give them to your ancestors and say, ancestors, I want this to stop. I don't want the troops to come in this place because da-da-da-da-da. Give it to your ancestors because they want to show off. They want you to say, man, I wrote that to my ancestors and all of a sudden the troops didn't come. This is the time. Be bold. I would like to know if you make your own Florida water. What do you use? Baby, who is this that's asking? This is awesome. Unbelievable. Y'all know that I make the scrub and the different soaps and the banishing soaps and money drawing soap and the incense, the cutting, tearing incense. All of that is what I'm working with this month because, you know, in November, that's when we take care of the last rituals and that in our temple and myself. I just said that, and I have the bottles already, that there was one herb that I was waiting for to come, and I'm going to be making Florida water. Baby, look at that. These ancestors, when they speak, we are our ancestors. So when we speak, we're speaking them. Thank you for asking that. So now y'all know I'm going to be making Florida water that you will be able to get it. And I will make that Florida water just as I do with everything else in a very sacred mode, sacred space. And you'll be able to use it because the regular Florida water, we know that that's just like, but we're going to be making Florida water. Thank you for saying that. So the shop is opening up. Some of you saw and some of you already ordered your scrub for the winter and your lotions. And Oshun soap is coming next, as well as banishing soap. I just finished drying out all of the herbs, so we will have them soon. Within the next week and a half, I will have them for you. So don't forget to get your lotion. Did y'all see my commercial about my promotion on the scrub and the lotion? It make you take your phone down, put your phone down. I don't know what was happening to me that day. But anyway, I just wanted to have some fun. So thank you. Yes. Someone says I've given him a lot of confirmation. I share. Someone said my message is always on time. It's because y'all asked for it. That's why I wake up and do these things. I haven't done a fill 'em up rich video live. Oh my God, must be about 6-7 years. And I used to do it every full moon. Y'all remember, those of you of the family following me, when I used to do it on Blog Talk Radio, right? And I would go out and we will make the affirmation and celebration. And so this time I'm back. Now don't say I'm doing it every full moon, but the spirit said do it this time. Thank you, Queen Mother, someone is saying. Nesta Jenkins. Hi, sister. How are you? I love you. Everything I asked for from the Orisha and ancestors has improved my life so much, and thank you, priestess. I will continue to on my journey. I share, definitely. Use the medicine. Use the medicine. We have all of the medicines out there on my YouTube. Just their tools, and you know, this is the time for us to get the pumpkins. Pumpkins are readily available. This is the pumpkin money. I just bought mine today to make your money lamp. Yes, where you put all of the stuff in it and a red candle and call it the money comes. This is a good time to do that. This is a wonderful time to do all of those rituals. So use the medicine and the medicine will work. Yes, so all of that is coming. And what else? Anybody else? No? Okay, so I just want to just thank you all for joining in with me on this first for the month for a while. Hey, Kale, I love ya. Oh no, this was someone saying it, Kale. Yes, so Tisha Gordon. Yes. Aboru aboye ogbo ato ashure wori wo fun my Ifa friend. Yes. Alafia. This is Sacred Bones and Stones. Alafia. Carla said hi. Yes, Alafia mother. Yes, so thank you all for joining me tonight. And you have your marching orders. Align with your ancestors for the next 7 days. And once you've written up this list that you have to say, I am coming for you to give it to me, then you take your pocketbook out, you go all up to the moon, and you say, fill it up. And you're reading the note if you want to put it on there. Fill it up for the perfect new job to open for me. Fill it up for the Orisha that is doing the whatever work. Fill it up for God in its manifestation. Fill it up for the relationship that's in perfect divine alignment with me. Fill them up for my marriage that has been in the past until today. We are no longer struggling. Fill them up that my children are safe. Fill them up for my teenager who had challenges. Thank you for the perfection. That's how we're going to do the fill them up this time. And you can also say, fill them up with money. Fill them up with my abundance. Fill them up that I am so filled with money that I have enough and live by overflow. Yes. You should write a ritual or handbook. Let me know if you need help. Okay, I do. I need the help. Carmelita Jones. Yes, definitely send me a message. Send me an email, yeyefini@bellsouth.net, and we can do that. But you know, I have a lot of rituals in my book, Household Guide for Yoruba Spiritual Wellness. I have them for every month. Every Orisha, I give you a lot of rituals in it. So get my book, just download it off. And if you want to get a hard copy, you can too, online, and it goes directly to you. It goes on, I think it's Amazon, you can get the book. Or you can download it on my website, the Household Guide. And looking forward to seeing you all in my upcoming this new year. We're doing all types of things with my my autobiography, The Living Shrine. We're coming out with a 8-week series classes surrounding the book and how my life and your life have been intertwined, and we will give you tools and ways and rituals for you to come out and you be your own living shrine like I did. Look for that. We're also having our Ifa. Those that are interested in receiving their Ifa from my temple, that will be in this spring. We have our priest class, ongoing priest class. We have also our Yawo classes. People who have already been initiated in the Yawos. We have our Yawolonas or Aboku classes. Those who are on the way to initiation, they have special classes. So in this institute, we have classes for those who are going into the priesthood. We have people who are in the priesthood. We have graduate students who are already Iyaloshas and Babaloshas. We have now, and the big thing now is this year we want to come back and do the SEI, the Self-Empowerment Intensive, which is to heal from seven generations of trauma. It is a powerful, powerful system where you'll go to classes for 7 months and then you come to the live, in-person healing experience. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. And then you have a funeral of the things that you are burying. So look on the platform, yeyefini.com, and look at all of the things and let us know if you're interested. And of course, the way that I find for myself and sharing with you is to be every month, make a conscious effort to get your readings, to know what under what moon you're living, what is it, what energy, what orisha, what is the influence in your life, in your ori, in the things that you chose to come on earth to do. How are you living that in the month of June, in the month of May, in the month of April? So make that effort to put your little coins aside to get a general consultation and sign up, go and make an appointment, and then you know exactly what orisha, what energy, what thing is coming up for you in the next moon, and you'll be prepared. So that's the way that I work. I get my readings every month for the new upcoming month, and that's how we do. And you know what? Over the years, I recognize that when you get your readings once a month and you're frequent with it, the rituals most of the time is just get this water, take a bath with this, uh, go to the river and do it. It's not a whole lot of, gotta sacrifice chickens and you gotta get initiated and you gotta receive an orisha. The more that you are in your flow of your divine self, then the orisha that you would have to perhaps make an agreement with to sacrifice something else for, you sometime are the sacrifice in the way that you make the thing. Like right now, we are all making the sacrifice of being brave, being intentional. That is the sacrifice. Are you willing to do that? It's not to take the oranges or the chicken or the goat or whatever it is. That's not the sacrifice. The sacrifice is once you have done the animal or the fruits or the party or whatever it is it's called for, it's now, are you living to the advice of the reading? That's the sacrifice. That is the sacrifice. So the sacrifice is not a destination, and once you do it, you say, oh, I did this and nothing is happening. Well, the thing that's opening the door for you to open a faucet of the success that the reading is saying, or to avoid the calamity, that's the sacrifice. That's the ebal. So this night, y'all have a wonderful evening. Enjoy. Write down exactly what it is that you want to thank the moon for and say, fill it up. Fill it up. Fill it up. I'm going out there with 2 pocketbooks. My wheelbarrow is too far. So just 2 pocketbooks I'm going with. And y'all get out there and get what is yours. Yes. Abundance, health, wealth, prosperity. That's you asking. And be specific. I'm very specific. When I'm asking for prosperity, I want prosperity that whenever I walk into a place where I'm seeking to get my book sold, that prosperity is that before I get there, they already decided that they were looking for me or they were looking for someone to put my books in their store. That's how you got to be specific. So you want the prosperity over your book. You want the prosperity over your life. You want the prosperity over your funds. You want your prosperity that when you open your door, you know that you're happy with your life because your life is abundant and you're living by an overflow. So be specific during these times. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And if ever you feel that you want to help me, you know I am so grateful. Just send me an email because I'm always open. And for those of you who have not joined the Ore IIASK, join Ore IIASK. Is our membership, and it's $30 a month, which is $1 a day. And in there you come to class on Thursday, a third Thursday, and then the Sunday after that we go to worship services, and it could be in person or it could be virtual. And so we get to have community on the classes or with the lectures, because now we have a lecture series. And then you come to worship and we bring our ancestors, we bring the orisha, whatever orisha it is. Like in December, we'll be doing a big festival for Babaluaye where everybody comes and get cleaned off. And we'll show you how to set up Babaluaye in your home to clean off your babies and your children, clean off your dog, everything. So it's constantly community working for you, with you, and through you. And you are working and learning the tools to give you the medicine so that you can be the highest expression of yourself. Thank you so much. This month on the The lecture is powerful. We have a powerful speaker that is one of the historians here in Winston-Salem that understand the Moravian people, and how is it the first black people that came and lived here in Winston-Salem. A very powerful historian. That's who's going to be the lecturer. Last month we had a priestess of Oya and also an Oba in the Lukumi system. She is one of only 2 women who are Obas, who perform entire initiations that are recognized by the Lukumi community. And that's who did our lecture last month on Oya. So come to class, do the medicine. If it feels like something you want to do, this is not pressure because all of us have our Ori, and our Ori is guiding us to where it is that we are walking. So we don't have Ori Buruku. We have Ori Nide. Y'all have a good evening. Have a blessed and wonderful fill 'em up session with your candle, your crystals, your water, and your writing. Odaro, good night. Thank you. See y'all on Wednesday with Power of You.